Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Hello again for another snowy day in our beautiful province of Alberta, where nobody wants to live, but we all live for some fucking reason. Today we're going to be working on flooring in the trailer, getting all the supports across to kind of start to create the unibody structure, fenders, body sides, all of that we're going to kind of take care of in this episode. This usually is kind of the longest part of the process because we're taking essentially a 2D creation, which is the frame, and turning it into the final shape of the trailer. Traditionally on a trailer like this, you'll see the tongue, the main support, either for the middle or for the sides, will run all the way back and capture all of the weight right near the rear axle. We're avoiding that in this build to be able to keep our floor clearance high for the ground clearance and low for our head inside the trailer. All of the floor is going to be welded in as one piece. It's going to act as a unibody structure. I'm starting to get some splatter on my welds, and it's probably because my tip is clogged and the gas can't get through. So we'll use the absolutely correct tool, which is a pair of wire strippers, and get it out of there. Just a bunch of that. Just a bunch of gibberfish. So even though this is just 2x1 and 1x1, and right now it's only held in with a weld on one side, there's an insane amount of structure once you get all these tubes put together. The whole design with this trailer is that this is actually part of what pulls the wheels, as opposed to a normal trailer where that's just what holds the weight of the person walking inside of it. I'll finish welding this all up, and then we can work on the vertical parts. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse of me breaking my lower back on this thing. Got it all welded in. We're gonna have to flip it over, obviously, and do the bottom on everything. All of our fender structures in. Fenders are actually quite strong now. They're a part of it. There's a lot of rigidity added to this trailer just by doing this. It's springtime in Canada. Gotta wonder why we live here. So today's a big day for the trailer. We're gonna put the entire body together today if we can help it. I got a plan for what we're gonna be cutting out and building. Essentially just gonna lay it all together on the floor like we did with the frame, build it like you would a wall, stand it up, connect it together, lift it onto the trailer, and hopefully get it all welded up. I've got the whole thing tacked up, including an entire set of doubles to make the other side. I'll go through and weld everything fully, and then we'll start turning them upright and making it into a body. Now for the main event, a 1-minute montage of my ass crack while I weld everything up. So now both walls are done. I've laid out the center supports right next to one of the walls. This is a really easy way to make sure that they're going to be square to these walls once they're on the trailer. I'll just tack them up like I did with the other ones, weld them up, and then we can start flipping this whole thing upside down. So at this point, I've got the one side clamped to the frame, completely plumbed up. We'll build across, put in a center section, build across, put in a center section, build across, and put on the end. Then we can start closing in the back and working on the door section. So now that our frame is tacked together complete, we'll check square. This is vital that right now everything is perfectly square. $125.5. $125 3/8. So that's within tolerance, that's acceptable. Now we have to go through and weld everything. This has to be one complete structure. Now it's all welded together. I'm gonna go and grind all of the roof now. Once I flip this, it's miserable to grind above your head. The grinder all of a sudden gets very heavy when you're doing that. So anything that's kind of at a comfortable level right now, I'm gonna go ahead and smooth it all out so that we don't have to do it later. I don't really want to do this on welding day. I kind of want welding day to just get all the welding done, but it just makes sense to do this before it's all together. For your viewing pleasure, me trying to put that up there. Oh, better get welding. Well, that was quite a long day of work, but I got it finished. A few more things to finish up. Tack weld some supports into the back for the internal storage right up there. Other than that, we're kind of going to call it a day, I think. That was a lot of effort. Thanks for joining me. Next time, maybe we will work on suspension components. Who knows?